find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers.
Blueshirt Underground, motherfucker!
Can't be as a Ranger fan. Can't be as a Ranger fan.
This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Blueshirt Underground Show. Today is Wednesday. It is December the 23rd. It is Christmas Eve, as I like to say. My name is Jim, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only, your Santa. He brings good news, glad tidings. He's got his Krampus shirt. Is that Krampus?
It's a Slayer shirt that just says Slay.
The one and only Eddie Geik. Eddie, good evening. How are you, sir?
I got a Krampus in my tuchus. No, actually,
Get a shot for that.
yeah, I'm jumping for joy as much as I can in my seat. Looks like a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa to all of you out there as we celebrate the coming of a New York Rangers season.
Yes, it might actually happen.
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know all the details. I think they've.
I don't think anybody does yet.
I mean, it's like a 56 game schedule, right? And we play everybody in our division.
The schedule we could take a look at in a few minutes. Yep, 56 games. Starting, the Rangers will kick it off on January 14th, which is a Thursday night, and that is 3 weeks from tomorrow.
How do you have a calendar for next year already?
Well, I have my Norman Rockwell calendar here has the little box with January. So
I have to wait to Christmas to get my new calendar. I get one every year.
This is the calendar from the beer store. I got to get over there this week and get a new calendar.
I get like a goalie calendar. And the goalie for December is Carey Price. The price is wrong.
Price is wrong, bitch.
So 56 game. The Rangers are in a real tough division and schedule. Brutality.
That's all right. That's how we want it.
That's right. Baptism by fire, my friend. You know, those young guys and face 60 shots a night. Try to get 5 goals a game. Best team wins.
Igor Shesterkin under extreme duress for 58 and a half minutes.
Throw him in there. Die, youngster, die. Listen,
that's how we roll.
It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough, but it's never easy anyway.
You want easy, go root for somebody else.
That's right. You want to be in a division where even if they win a division with Detroit and Buffalo and all these bottom dwelling teams, they still would be tough.
Right.
So it's gonna be rough.
Well, we still got it's going to be Lindy Ruff. We still
Lindy
got Buffalo in the division.
Yeah, and I you know,
And you know they're gonna, they're gonna blow four clunkers against Buffalo. Come on, it's the Rangers.
Nah, Buffalo's really bad. Who knows what the Rangers are going to do? I have no bearing. I have no bearing with this team at all. I feel like I haven't. Again, we haven't seen hockey like a real flow of hockey for like a year or so.
It'll be 10 months.
Gauge this team
when they take the ice. It'll be 10 months since we had regular season hockey.
I mean, that is a long time, folks.
Yep.
I don't even know how there's a show anymore.
Right? How the hell
do we get through this?
We're in this together. That's what they keep telling us.
Yeah. So
stay home, stay alive, listen to BSU.
Yes.
That's all it takes. I like this. I feel like we're in a snow globe.
Yeah. I am like Krampus. Didn't Krampus put all those people in a snow globe at the end of the movie?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, Jim, let me ask you this. How are they going to do this?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I don't think anybody knows yet.
I mean, you can't go anywhere in New York. Everything's shut down. How are they going to play a home game?
Well, I guess the Knicks are playing home games at the Garden, right?
Oh, they are? Oh, yeah, that's right. That started up yesterday, didn't it, the NBA?
I think so. So I guess no fans. Mike Silver is reporting no fans at the Garden until at least February 28th.
5 days after I turn 56. Lawrence Taylor's number, correct?
Yes, sir. The great one.
LT, the greatest linebacker I ever saw.
Greatest linebacker any of us ever saw. He's greatest football player of all time.
Oh, no.
I'll accept no arguments. Nope. Greatest football player of all time.
Okay.
Completely changed the way the game was played.
All right. Let's not get into an argument right away. Everybody knows Greg
Buttle. I was just going to say he's no Greg Buttle. he's no Lance Mel.
Listen, the sack exchange, baby.
He's no Lance Mel.
What was that? Abdul Salam.
Another one, yeah. Abdul Salam.
No. So all right. So that's that. All these other. Where are the Islanders going to play? Their place. I'm going to regret saying this because I'm going to get some blowback. But that arena doesn't look too bad.
From what I understand, they're playing at the Coliseum.
Are they playing at that? How can they play at that place?
I don't know. No fans. So
wow.
What difference does it make?
I know, but I don't even think it's. I guess it's got. I guess it can still. They can put ice down on it. I guess. All right, so you got the Islanders. You got the Rangers are going to be playing against the Penguins. I gotta get up on all these teams and these players, man. Dude. I'm just.
Hey, you want to take it? You want to take a look at the schedule?
Yeah, let's take a look at it. I gotta brush up. I gotta see what's going on. I feel like I've been in a Ranger vacuum and I haven't really picked up on any of the other players where they've moved.
There is your 2021 schedule.
Whoa.
There it is.
Wow. 3 in a row against the Islanders? Oh, 2.
2 in a row. And then the Devils. Most of these are 2-game series. It looks like a couple of one-offs here and there. But it looks like mostly 2-game skids.
Oh, they're going to be some skids. Look at the end of the season. That's going to be a skid. Caps, Boston, Islanders.
No problem. No problem.
We'll have everything for you.
Those last 6 games, no problem.
Oh, the Ranger playoff push.
Keep it in the bay. They'll be cutting into the Mets championship season next year with Uncle Stevie at the helm.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of prize gems they've got so far. So there's the schedule. Over against the Islanders, that's a 3-1 loss. Second game, that's a 2-0 loss. Devils, that's a 6-2 win.
We're going to go game by game and predict
56 games. All right, let me ask you guys this. Now that we got the schedule in front of us, I'll ask Jim, my astute partner, and the astute. What do we got? 238 people in this chat room? Insane.
At least.
I want
Sean McCaff is checking IDs at the door. There's so many people. He's our bouncer tonight.
I just want to say, I mean, okay, with this stunted schedule, it was truncated schedule, I guess. I mean, I've got this question is too broad to ask right at this point. But I guess you got to adjust your expectations for the players based on this schedule, since it's not a fair and balanced Fox News schedule, right, Jim? I mean, they're playing. They've got a lot of tough teams in there. Boston is a top-tier team. Washington, who's floundered the last couple of years, they won a Stanley Cup a couple of years ago. They've got Ovechkin. They've got the emerging Joel Erskine. I mean, they've got and you've got
Revelation, Joel Erskine.
Yes, and the revelation. Yes, thank you. And you've got Fire AV and the Philadelphia Flyers, who made a tremendous improvement last year under Professor Gumball. Now you're going to have Lindy Ruff, who we couldn't wait to get out of here.
Right.
You know, that revenge is going to come up.
Watch the Devils have the best defense in the league. Could you imagine how people would lose their mind if the Devils go back to giving up like a goal a game?
Is Mike Sullivan still the coach of the Penguins?
Yes, he is.
So you're going to have 3 coaches you're going against that were former assistant, 2 assistants, and a head coach.
Yep.
So
Ranger guys.
Yeah. Now,
and wait a minute. Isn't who's wait a minute?
John Muckler is the coach of Buffalo.
Peter Laviolette's in Washington now. There's another ex-Ranger player, but not a coach.
Right. Wow.
Rangers all up and through this division.
Yeah, it's littered with jinxes and paybacks for making fun of guys.
Sean Guy Talbot is coaching Buffalo.
I mean, he could be by the end of the season.
Ron Lowe.
So I guess I gotta temper expectations for some of these guys, or doesn't it matter? 56 games. Folks, I just want to go on record as saying this is just, I don't know how I'm going to sort this out in my brain these last 2 seasons. I don't know. I feel like we're in like some European league or something. I don't know. I'm having trouble adjusting to the shortened schedule here and how it's going to affect players' development. So, and I don't know what's the rosters. How much are we going to be able to carry now? Is there some kind of
you're gonna have a taxi squad like they're doing with football. You'll have the guys you can move back and forth, especially since there's no AHL until February.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
Yes, AHL isn't starting up till February, so you gotta have a taxi squad. You gotta have a place to put guys that might not be playing right away. So
Do they get to practice with the team, those guys?
I believe so. I don't think any other than the schedule and a few other things. I don't think a lot's been settled just yet on exactly what's going to be. Brooks had an article today. Hold on. Let me see here. What was he talking about? Let me find his article from today.
Wow. We're actually getting something from Brooksy instead of the other way.
Here we go. NHL introduces rule change amid COVID protocols. The NHL Players Association released their medical protocols and transition rules for the 2021 season, as well as the official critical dates calendar and the announcement of a formal change to the offsides rule.
Yeah, well, that was a good rule change.
Yes, it was. While most of the critical dates remain as previously reported, a change was made to the last possible date for the Stanley Cup Finals, which was switched from July 15th to July 9th. The length of the NHL schedule, however, will likely be contingent on how much time will be needed to play any games that are postponed. Training camps will open for most teams on January 3rd. It'll open New Year's Eve for the seven teams that didn't qualify for the playoffs. NHL said that players who test positive for the coronavirus during camp will not be publicly named. During the regular season, however, players with positive tests will be announced. Players will be permitted to participate in workouts in the weight room in small groups of up to a maximum of 10. Players will also remain in the same small groups for off-ice training. Home teams will be expected to make the game arena or their practice facility available for visiting teams, which will not be permitted to practice in facilities owned or operated by third parties. During games, coaches will be required to wear a face mask at all times, except when engaging in physical exertion on the ice. As far as the league's traveling policies, all members of a team's traveling party will be prohibited from utilizing transportation or dining destinations, going to shops, or receiving services that are not provided directly by the club. I don't know how John Rosasco is going to get his hookers, but that's it. I don't have a whole big breakdown about the taxi squads or anything like that yet.
All right.
So,
all right, that kind of clarifies.
So,
things for me.
I'm excited about this schedule. We're gonna have hockey like every other day. Not too many 2-day breaks in this schedule.
Yeah, we're gonna be bombarded. It's like playoff hockey.
I like these back-to-back games. You know, it'll be good. There'll be some carryover.
I'm trying to think. We don't know. There's no 3-fers though.
No, which I was kind of surprised at, but this is what they came up with.
All right, well, that looks good to me.
So we'll see it.
We'll get some rival. You know, I've been talking about this for a long time. How it used to be when you used to play everybody 7 times,
right?
And the animosity that it brought. But I don't think that's going to happen to that degree because it's a different game now. But there will be short tempers. And the grudges will carry over, so that'll be good.
Right. So it'll be fun. We'll have hockey. I think Rangers we'll see as we get closer to the season what the roster is going to look like, who's going to compete for these spots on defense that are open.
Yeah, I would like to call a taxi or an Uber for Jack Johnson and Brendan Smith so they don't show up to the games. Right to the airport.
You're already done with them.
Oh no, I'm not done with them. It's just on paper, it looks real bad. But you don't know who could emerge. We don't know. We got some young guys.
This is what I was looking for. The taxi squad will consist of 4 to 6 players. 1 slot must be reserved for a goaltender. The Rangers will save $1 million on the cap if either Smith or Johnson is waived through to the taxi squad. The rest is kind of about money. And then he
Matt Huska in our future.
talks about lines. What to do with the lines? Matt Huska, Adam Huska.
Adam Huska. Sorry.
Adam Huska. You think of Matt Zabba?
Matt Zabba.
Zabba do.
Man, what a nothing.
So.
Yeah, so we got. I don't know who's going to. There are certain guys I heard. These players also have the ability to opt out too, don't they?
I believe so. I think they have to do that. I think they have to do that within 7 days of training camp starting, if I remember that correctly. So that would be pretty soon if they're going to opt out. Maybe that's changed. I thought I read that somewhere that if they were going to opt out, that would have to be within 7 days.
I've heard that. I don't know if Kravtsov is going to come over.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, and who else is not going to come over? Niels Lofgren, Niels Lundqvist. Is he going to come over?
Niels Lofgren. There was another player staying in the KHL, and now right off the top of my head, I can't remember who it was. So, let me see. Maybe this is it. Rangers. Igor Rykov, in addition to Vitaly Kravtsov, is committed to remaining in Russia for the entirety of the KHL season. Tarmo Runanen, the 22-year-old defenseman who has been playing in Finland, will join the Blue Shirts for training camp.
See, he's not ruining Christmas. He's coming over.
Runanen.
Igor Rykov. I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with what I saw of him, but again, what do I know? So, Jim, we're looking at a Rangers lineup that I've been perusing some other information sites, some other video sites talking about the Rangers, and it seems to me there's a little bit of skepticism that Artemi Panarin can reproduce what he did last year. There seems to be some skepticism if Mika Zibanejad is a one-hit wonder, that he will not replicate what he had last year. So that's basically destroying the Rangers' their first line.
Fritters.
Yeah, already. Where are you guys at your expectations with these guys and the schedule that has been put forth?
Well, I'm going to just try and temper all my expectations. I don't really want to, I'm going to try and avoid putting numbers on anything. This guy's going to score this many goals. The team's going to win this many games, because all it's going to take is one guy to test positive, and the whole season could go down the shitter. The whole thing could go.
Mr. Positive is rang in again.
No, I'm just saying it's impossible. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know. My advice for Ranger fans is we're going to have hockey in 3 weeks. Enjoy it while it lasts, and take the wins as they come. Be grateful for what you got.
Okay. So
I think Zibanejad and Panarin will. I'll just say this: I think they will continue to be the dominant players
if they're healthy.
Right.
Let's say it plays out pretty much like the NBA played out last year with the COVID stuff. Would you say? I mean,
atta girl, Patty. We're gonna steamroll them.
That's right, steamroller. All right. You know what? I just don't. I'm a believer in Mika Zibanejad.
Oh, so am I.
I guess the entire NHL he came out of nowhere last year, and really for the second half of the season was one of the best players. But I don't know how anybody could play with the top two lines that they have. I mean, they got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And my question is, is Filipino? I know maybe I belabor this point. Is Filipino going to be able to take that next step? Because they really, if they could roll three good lines out there,
right,
and their defense is capable. I mean, there's not a lot of depth.
And if Hedel shows improvement, and he probably winds up with Buchnevich on the third line with him, because I mean, you're going to put Capo Caco on the third line again. You're going to put Lafreniere. You're not going to put Lafreniere on the third line. So you might wind up with Buchnevich back there on the third line, and him and Hedel. Then I don't know. Maybe I don't know who gets that other wing, but it could be a decent line, pretty good third line too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have live hockey night after night, not a 3-game playoff, where we're out and done. We'll have hockey every couple of nights. We'll have shows with things to really talk about. We'll have highlights. Igor Shesterkin. The Igor era begins. And
so you're not going to get in. You're just going to enjoy it. You're not really going to get in.
Yeah, I mean, you just hope the young players play well, and then you move on to 2021, 22, and hope that we can have fans back in the stands and a full schedule.
Yeah, I just fear that all this stop and start bullshit is kind of going to interfere with players' progress. But I guess every team has to endure this with this, like I said, a 56-game schedule, and I don't know. And last year we didn't complete the season, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But
the Islanders, if if they're playing at the Coliseum, I think catching coronavirus is the least of your problems.
Oh, there's so many viruses.
So many other diseases you can catch in that building.
It's like herpes falling from the rafters. Well, I did remodel that thing. I thought they were tearing it down at one point.
It's lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, I agree, man. Right, so
Ryan Leach is in the chat, and he's saying Sam and Joe from the studio. I guess they won't be at the.
They're not going.
Are they going to be working from the studio again in front of the big screen?
I was a little worried. First of all, is Al Troutwig alive? Can we get an update on Al?
Nobody knows. Michael Sauer might be back before Al Troutwig.
I mean, I know we bagged on him, and I know he's not a favorite of yours, but just an update. I mean, I may take him in Tony's
Deadpool.
Deadpool. I don't know what's going on.
Got him in a Deadpool.
I don't know what's going on with him. So these nitwits are going to be in the same studio, or they're going to be separated?
Well, I mean, during the playoff, the tournament, they were in the studio. Broadcasting the game. They were just 6 feet apart or whatever. I don't know. Are they going to travel? I mean, Sam's not in his 70s. He's not a young sprig anymore.
Well, you notice who has not been on any of the football broadcasts this year? First time ever.
Well, they got rid of him.
Yeah,
they didn't. Yeah.
What'd they say?
I don't know.
Do nod. You can't hit a. You can't hear a post ringing in Madison Square Garden. You got Joe over there hitting the can. Ding! Save Lundqvist. I think he got a piece.
Hold on. Let me turn these up.
It's got to be a little
Poor
louder.
Sam. Poor Sam.
He got loose. Shot by Matthews. He scores.
No, I went in the netting.
Is that loud enough?
That's got to be a little bit louder.
Hold on.
They were.
I got everything turned down today because everything seemed like it was just really loud. There we go. How about now?
He got loose. Shot by Matthews. He scores.
Is that better?
Oh, it went in the netting. Went over the net. It might have hit the crossbar, but it went in.
Oh,
They were congratulating him, and the puck went out of play with 1:12 to go.
so I can't believe the NFL fired that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here's
please
Lotus.
welcome the one and only Sam Rosen.
D'Angelo to the right. Here comes the Mexican with a feed, and it hit the post and stayed out.
Hit the
The crust.
That 5-hole was big.
Now, speaking of 5 holes,
Yeah.
we got to talk about former New York Ranger Henrik Lundqvist, who has announced that he will not be playing for the Washington Capitals this year because apparently he has a heart condition that the Capitals discovered that they have determined requires more checking into.
Yeah, they said he didn't have a hard enough to win a Stanley Cup.
According to Capitals GM Brian McClellan,
Former Ranger, by the way.
another ex-Ranger, says Henrik Lundqvist has had a heart issue most of his career, and a routine physical showed it was worth getting more tests on.
I didn't hear this part of the story.
This I believe this information was from today. Actually, that is today's information. So my question is, I guess this is my first question. From everything I've heard, some of the best doctors in the world are in New York. We got Lenox Hill Hospital, the official healthcare provider of the New York Rangers. And nobody knew this guy had a heart issue? Or nobody said? All of a sudden, what? He goes to a Minute Clinic at a CVS in Washington, D.C., and they find a heart issue?
Yeah. They got the Lenox Hill over there.
Right.
They got, it's they only had a piddling investment in him on like $10 million. They couldn't, their prized investment. They couldn't look into this. They couldn't find this. Goes to Doc in the box, like you said.
Or was Doc in the box? Did the team know and didn't say anything? Did the team not know? Or did everybody knew and they just kept it quiet?
Wow. Don't you think they would have used it as leverage to get rid of the guy when he could have been they would have had to buy him out, said, listen, Henrik's got a heart condition. We just, he's got to retire or we have to let him go. I don't know.
Something don't add up, though.
What have they come down and said what kind of heart condition he has?
They did not.
Does he have a arrhythmia? Does he have a murmur? Does he have what does he have? I don't know. I mean, listen, it doesn't look like, from what we saw last year, I don't think conditioning had anything to do with it. It just looked like he don't know how to play the game anymore. He doesn't know how to play at the high level. It had nothing to do with his heart. I didn't see him palpitating out there or sweating or flopping on the ice, not getting up like JD.
Flopping on the ice like JD.
Sorry, JD.
Why you got to pick up poor JD?
I know. Forgive me, JD. You're my God now. So. I don't know. Like, it's New York City, folks. This is it. There's hospitals, the top hospitals in the world are here. And they couldn't figure this out. I mean, they have every kind of
testing goes on in these hockey teams. Right. My wife just says they have their own hospital. I mean, it's one step away. We'll get to this one. You know, they're going to have Lenox Hill Hospital on their helmet soon.
Right.
But they could take care of poor Henrik. But I'm saying, he hit it.
How much? I wonder how much it costs to get an advertisement on the helmet, because I'll tell you, the helmets would look pretty sweet with our sticker on them.
Yeah, I think we're out of that.
You don't think we'll be invited to bid?
I don't think. That's a real slippery slope. I mean, what do you guys think about this Henrik thing? I mean, to me, it's like it's over for him. He's not coming back after this.
No, I don't think so.
And it'll be, in a way, it'll be good because he'll retire a Ranger, even though he's a Capital, but he'll never have played a game with the Caps. I don't know. I wish him the best, but again, I've got to move on. There's a 56-game schedule coming up, and I got to worry about Filipino. I got to worry about if Libor Hayek is going to be able to spell one of these dummies on defense. I got a lot to worry about. I mean, Henrik, please. I mean,
got no time for Henrik Lundqvist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really see an outpouring of, well, I guess I did on the Facebook there with the message by the Rangers. Why do the Rangers have to get involved in this? He's not on the team anymore. We want to win. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just being too harsh. Being too much of a Grinch. So yeah, you got that, and then now this advertising. Is this a product of the COVID and the non-revenue now? Is this they're gonna put a Chase Manhattan sticker, and then the next thing you know, it's gonna be Alpo dog food? I mean, what's next?
Chico's bail bonds.
Chico's bail bonds.
What's Canadian
Midas mufflers.
Lee Miles.
Lee Miles.
Is that who Rocky Graziano used to be?
Yeah.
Lee Miles.
Rusty Jones, remember him? I mean, it better be very unnoticeable. If it's too noticeable, I'm gonna lose it. Ed D says, "Hey Ed, how you doing there, buddy?" Ed D says we should have puppets on the show. It should be a whole production. We should be doing bits, gags. Ed D's my friend. I miss that guy, that son of a bitch. I made love to him once.
Did you?
No,
Amco.
Amco.
Double A.
Have some
Double A. MCO.
Yeah, they should have some old-time stickers on those helmets. Like, I don't know.
Two guys.
Grant.
Union.
Woolworths.
McCrory's.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the whole bit. That's the whole bit with that. If it starts going on the uniforms, I'm going to lose my mind. He wants puppets and comedy.
A show. We don't have enough comedy?
Well, we have hockey-related comedy.
Well, that's...
we do dab. We get into the comedy stuff,
right,
once in a while. But I will tell you, me and Ed D, man, when we hang out, man, our band practices. I swear to God, I laugh so much. Not at our music, which is laughable, but also, Ed D is quite a comedy genius himself. I feel a lot of Eds are funny guys. I think it's a fun name. The Eddies, the Eds, they're a little bit. I don't know. What am I talking about? I have no idea.
He's got me totally flummoxed here.
You want to give him a little comedy?
Yeah, give him a little comedy.
Go to the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
All right, here's a little something for everybody.
Here we go.
Come, I can't get it to play. Hold on. What's going on here?
Well, go to idiotbox.net if you want to check out anything about my band.
I can't get it to play.
Hopefully it's up, but you couldn't get the Chevy Chase.
It's the oil rant that everybody loves. It's Christmas.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How come I can't? Hold on. Let me give it another whirl here. All right, let's just do it this way. Do it this way.
What? Come on.
Do 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 do. Yes, I do. All right.
Do you know I have not seen all the vacation movies?
Really? I've seen them all. The Vegas one isn't that good. The rest of them are funny. There we go.
And no sound.
There's no sound?
No sound on this end. You got 4 likes on this thing? Come on.
We just put it up.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys hear this out there? I can hear it.
I can't hear nothing.
I don't know. Nobody's answering me if I can hear it.
Howie says the first 3 were good.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody could hear it.
Now they finally come around. They can't hear it. Why the fuck?
This is what happened, baby.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Hold on. Try one more time. Media. YouTube.
This is some
paste. Push to staging. Show in stream. How do I get it to play? That's weird, man. All right. Can't get it. Can't get it to work. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, what's going on, brother? Old Saint Nick is not giving us any presents today.
Be live, dicking around with us. Oh, well. Anyway.
So, so we were talking about basically Lundqvist with the heart condition and now this logo stuff. I mean, is this the beginning? Are they putting this logo on the helmet? Is that where it's going to start?
It's going on the helmet, yeah. I think 3 or 4 teams announced that they're going to have an ad on the helmet. The Devils were one of them. They're going to have a Prudential, The Rock, on the side of their helmet.
Now, is this to offset the losses of having people in the stands, or was planned?
I'm not sure. I'm sure that even if it was just a temporary revenue generating option, I'm sure it's not going to go anywhere. I'm sure the logos, the ads on the helmets, I'm sure they're here to stay.
Okay.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money, baby.
It's all about the money. I heard that somewhere.
Yes. Where is that guy? Gus.
He's in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat room.
Yep.
So I don't know what to tell you, folks. I mean, I just Jim's just hoping for the best. And we'll get to see if Alex Lafreniere is the real deal. We'll hope to see Cabo Caco make some strides. And the fourth line, the evolution of the Brett Howden. I'm drawing a blank. Brett Howden Lemieux and Francois Gauthier.
Right. Julian Gauthier, and we'll see what Morgan Barron can do. See if he earns a spot. Looney Kevin Rooney. Also hoping to make the team as a fourth liner. We'll see what they do.
You want to get some people on the air here?
Yeah, Matt Morello just popped up. Steve Vogel popped up, but Steve, you've got no video. You've got like the weird, it looks like the Klingon symbol in the middle of your screen there. So I don't know what's going on. We'll bring Matt on.
Matty Morello.
What's up, boy?
What's up, Matt?
Matt, how you doing, buddy?
So, by the way, happy Festivus to you guys. I figure I'd whip out the poll for you.
Yeah, I got a poll for you. So what's going on, my brother?
Well, I guess we got a hockey season, supposedly, that's going to start.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like, I want to be positive about it because having hockey is going to be great if it does happen. But I think Sean McCaff brought it up. The NBA started yesterday or today, and they were already canceling games for that. Now, are NBA players dumber than hockey players?
Yes.
That's yes. You know, hockey players are not going to be so prone to go to a strip club and not wear a mask or, you know, whatever the other issues are in basketball. But, you know, there are also hockey players like Capo and others who are 18, 19 years old, and they're going to do stupid things too. So
no, those guys are good boys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let us not forget, Delzato was the one that got caught in the whorehouses when he was here, and he was like 19 or 20.
That's true.
So, but I do like
Canadian and Italian, and don't stray.
But Vinny Lettieri was okay.
Yes, he was. He stunk. There he goes. Hey,
come on now.
Did he ever, or did anyone ever find out if he commented on the tribute video?
He hasn't. We tagged him a couple of times, tagged D'Angelo a couple of times. He nobody ever responded. It's all right. We're as usual, the Blue Shirt Underground is misunderstood and underappreciated.
Just like that guy from Buffalo who wouldn't come on the show.
Oh, fuck him. Mike Barrington. What was his name? Harrington.
We all got banned from his Twitter for making fun of him.
Because he gets into the games for free.
Yeah. Oh, you wish you got into the games. But yeah, for Buffalo?
You practically can. You don't have to pay that much.
Really? I mean, Jack Eichel's the only worthwhile person on your team to watch.
Well, now Taylor Hall, but you watch. He's not going to be there for more than a year.
He's going to opt out. He'll opt out.
He'll pull a Cespedes.
Right.
So you got yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm jazzed, but it's just a freaky thing. This whole division.
I kind of like so. Yeah, I kind of like
the schedule. You said you like the schedule.
I like the schedule, but I also like that Boston's in the division because geographically it makes more sense, and I've kind of never understood why they never were in our division to begin with. To me, I don't understand why Carolina's in our division because if you're doing the whole trying to get geographic proximity, they're not that close to everybody else. I know that goes back to when they were in Hartford, but that's like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
they haven't been up here ever since.
Rangers helped Carolina fill their seats.
that, for all we know, that might have something to do with it. Because as someone once said, it's all about the money. But I like having Boston in the division. I like the fact that, you'll be playing the Devils all the time, the Islanders all the time. It's kind of what baseball did. Like, again, I'm not a Met or a Yankee fan. I'm a San Francisco Giant fan, but it was cool seeing the Mets and the Yankees playing each other all the time. In my case, it was cool seeing the Dodgers and the Giants playing each other all the time. So in a hockey sense, to see Rangers versus Islanders, it'll get annoying to have to see their, decrepit faces nonstop. But I'll take that over playing a lonely game against, the Coyotes or the Minnesota Wild. So,
Right. I mean, those games are like snooze fests.
as you once said, the Wild are the most boring team in hockey.
They always are.
I don't think
high flying. When have the Wild ever been high flying?
they got the one year when they first got Parisi and Suter. Even they were boring then.
Yeah. I mean,
although they were high flying that one night that Gabrick scored the 5 or 6 goals on us.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I was at Buffalo Wild Wings for that one.
They always seem to have a great night against us.
Yes. I hate that name too, the Wild. Hey, I'm just wild about the Wild.
You couldn't
Great,
tell me.
great reverse retro jersey, though.
Oh, I'm sick of talk. I know you guys like the jersey talk, but I'm done with that.
So
I like these people. Let me just go off on a little rant.
No, go ahead.
I love these people that, well, I'm going to hold off on buying it yet. Oh, you hold up. You do that.
There's one problem with that. They're a limited run. Yeah. So if you don't get them, unless you're going to pay an arm and a leg on eBay, there is no second chance.
You're going to wait to see how it looks on a 16-year-old girl, and then, oh, yeah, all right, I'm in. It looks nice.
I'm going to wait until I see it on Instagram on the guy with the skinny jeans.
Yeah. No, full boat. I'm fully in now.
The one guy that who's the one guy when we did the show, the model, with the weird looking guy with his hand or something. Yeah, that's what makes you go,
oh yeah. I'm gonna wait. Just make a decision, you idiot.
So Costa will enjoy this. My problem with the owners is they were sitting there
Costa and they doesn't enjoy anything.
Right. Right. I should repreface that. What he will find interesting, because you're right, he doesn't like anything, is the owners were sitting there in one hand and they were all excited that, hey, these retro reverse jerseys sold out in record time. But then on the other hand, they're sitting there saying, oh, we need to get concessions on that deal. There's not enough revenue and all. So how do you sit there and be happy one minute? Oh, my God, we found this revenue source that sold out so quick. And then on the other hand, you're sitting there going, oh, that deal we had, forget about it. You got to give up more.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not. I just get annoyed by the people.
Listen, I'm the biggest jersey one of the biggest jersey collectors out there. But listen, I already have it. I'm not going to buy it again. If anything, they doled it down. But whatever. If you want to buy it, buy it. But I've seen this.
I know, man. I know you're cool in my book.
But I've seen what you're seeing. I've seen
the hoodie. All right, come, just shut up.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
Yeah, I'm the same. And then, I might buy the T-shirt, but I'm not gonna. Okay, cool.
I don't
buy
care
the
about
shirt.
Fashion choices.
Yeah, it's like if you want it, cool. If you don't have to give me a 5-page synopsis on why you're not buying it. I can sleep at night knowing that the guy on Facebook didn't like the Liberty jersey. Who can? And then you see
Mr. Black now.
What happened?
I don't know if you remember. That reference might be over your head.
Might be a little past, a little before my time.
10 worst dress list every year.
Oh, was that Mr. Blackwell?
Mr. Blackwell, thank you.
I deserve it because I was the one that wasn't impressed with Quinn's wardrobe the time I found him outside the garden.
Yeah, you also didn't like his hair.
Yeah,
he looked very disheveled.
How much does he make? Like $5-6 million a year? You're in Manhattan, like. I don't know.
Freddie Shoestrom's. Is that game on, Mario? Freddie Shoestrom?
Do they have a Jed Ortmeyer one with the insulin or with the diabetic thing? Or the insulin pump? Was that a thing, or was I wrong on that? He had some health condition, right? That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was diabetes or what it was, but I know it was something.
I think he had the diabetes.
All right, so I was. But there's another Ranger that the fans were so obsessed with.
He was a mascot. He wasn't a good hockey player. It was just that they voted for him.
Him and Paul Mara.
That beard. They loved that beard that Paul Mara had for the playoffs.
Funny enough, his jersey's on eBay, and a guy wanted $300 for it.
Yeah, well,
So I tried. I said
what's
for the
his
show.
username? What's his username? P Mara NYR.
So for the show, I thought about trying to get it at a decent price just for the laugh. I was like, all right, let me see. So I offered the guy maybe like $50. And he's like, no, this is rare. I'm not like me. And I literally went, you will never sell this. And then the guy was very pissed that I said
Well, of
that.
course.
Who $300 for a guy who literally, lest we forget, Mara was only there for 2 years. It felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pined for him after he left. I don't know why. They got a little. The Ranger fans get a little. The underdog.
Wasn't he a guy that we shipped off to
Yes.
Phoenix? Was that? Oh, we swapped him for the other Derek Morris, if I remember.
I think they were kind of interchangeable. Although I think Demo was a little bit better.
Oh, they were the same guy.
He was gonna fix the power play.
Just one didn't have a beard.
Yes, he couldn't have the beard.
Oh, there goes Matt.
Oh. Yeah. So there goes Jim. Jim is back.
I refreshed the page. We lost Mike. Matt. Sorry.
Yeah. Things were getting interesting. Merry Christmas to you, Frosty. To you, Anthony Riga, and your lovely wife. God bless. Howie Sussman. God bless you. Wow, all of a sudden. So Matt is gone. And I was just all getting all ranty there. I got no rants going on. I don't feel bummed. I don't feel like I should.
Yeah, surprise for you here.
Hey, there he is.
All right. Am I muted?
No,
you're not muted. You can say.
How you doing, Ed?
How's my hair? It's all right.
Better than ours.
Better than ours.
How you doing, Underground?
Yeah, there he is. There's the guitarist extraordinaire of Idiot Box.
How you doing, guys?
Welcome to the show.
Now, I don't want to tell any tales out of school, but Ed does not root for the New York Rangers. But he doesn't hate the Rangers.
I got like a crazy delay going on.
Oh, okay.
Is that because of no headphones? I need headphones?
It might be. Are we coming over your? Are you on a mobile?
Yeah, I'm not prepared. Sorry, guys. Listen,
Don't worry. Just like the show, you fit right in.
I wasn't prepared. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying that the show sometimes doesn't run so smoothly. So you're right on par with us.
Listen, I'm getting like a loop of noise here. Listen, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come back with some headphones, some new music by Idiot Box, and then we'll get going from there.
All right.
All right. Take care, Ed.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. There you see. Eddie Dondero. Hey. Oh, boy.
There he is.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What's
Shall
going
we
on?
start with the airing of the grievances since Happy Festivus?
Yes. What are your grievances? How do you like
my grievances?
What about this sponsorship on the helmet with the little
if it's obvious, then you know. But if it's like if it's subtle, I'll take it. I'll accept it.
Okay.
If we start getting like in Euro hockey where they're fucking everywhere and all over the ice, then you know.
Would you accept Popeye's chicken?
I had some today, actually.
Is would you guys say Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A or vice versa?
The Popeyes chicken by us. We wanted to go there the other night. They had a fire. The place was shut down. We're big Chick-fil-A fans in this house. I can tell you that. I want to try. I want to go to Popeyes. I've been to a Popeyes chicken in probably 15 years, maybe longer.
What do you think, Costa?
Me? You know what? It's apples and oranges, fish or foul.
Hey,
You know
I'm
that
asking
sort of
you
thing.
for an opinion.
This is why when I go to Walmart, I can't find any goddamn wipes. Look how many tubs of wipes you got back there. What are you doing? You're fucking hoarding them. I got coronavirus all over the neighborhood here because you got all the goddamn wipes.
He's got 8 boxes of
He's
clothes.
hoarding. He doesn't leave the house. What does he need wipes for? I got him.
He's down.
Okay, Popeyes. I prefer Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
Right. What do you got under the desk? A case of bleach?
You really want to know?
No, I know.
No, a chicken sandwich is not a chicken sandwich. You go to Burger King, you having a chicken sandwich?
Oh, the Popeye chicken sandwich. Good eating, man. Good fucking eating.
Sometimes we gotta eat chicken. The big boys, especially, makes us feel good, like we ain't healthy. Meanwhile, you eat a spicy chicken sandwich, the bread and the whole thing. It's like
there he is. There's the thumb in a batch.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, how the fuck are you?
Apparently, you're hoarding shit.
Yeah, you got like fucking 30 boxes of Clorox in his fucking
Look at
hovel.
all the masks he's got on his desk.
Yeah, look at this guy.
He's in shutdown mode again.
Where do you go? You don't go anywhere. You don't leave the house. What do you need all that for?
He's in the fucking panic room out there on Long Island. He's got all the masks. He's got the wipes. He's got 3 cases of bleach under the desk.
That's all for if he goes back to Texas Roadhouse with Ed and I.
Yeah.
Said he could find his buddy Walter, the manager.
Oh, jeez.
What are you working for? EMS on the side?
Where'd you steal those?
Actually, Big Lots, the one by me, every week they give away some shit every week.
Like,
that's the only reason he's going there.
To give away a pack of fucking masks for free. If you have got the rewards card and shit like that.
He's down there with the indigent and the infirm getting all the free shit.
Yeah, he knows all the loopholes and stuff.
That's
He's
right,
probably got
motherfucker. That's
He's probably
right.
got a side
That's
deal.
right.
He's like, when does the shipment come?
Right.
Throw him a few bucks and then they leave it on the side for him.
I gotta tell you, brother. Wouldn't catch me dead in that garbage watch place. I hate that store.
Hey, bite your tongue when you say that.
Oh, hey, I offended.
That's my place, because I'm a cheap fuck like that. For us cheap fucks,
What else they selling at that place?
What do they sell? Fucking furniture. I don't know how good it is, but
You sit on it and it breaks.
they sell that's what it's called. Big Lot. It's all discontinued items.
Oh,
Man, I would love to wait outside to shop there.
yeah. Sounds like some quality goods.
It's all very exciting.
When you open the manual to anything you buy, is it in like Korean or some like
some
Arabic language?
Yeah, like in Sanskrit. You can't even read the fucking manual.
I don't get like why there's being cheap, but why would you pick that? This place sounds horrible.
Oh, it's not. I see the infirmed going in there. I see the infirmed going in there.
I love that term.
They got like this weird stop sign that you have to stop for the garbage lots people. Like if somebody's in the crosswalk, you have to stop for them, but otherwise you don't have to stop. I guess there's a lot of runovers, people going into the big lots.
We got to make a video one off season of Costa, like whether it's shopping or like a day where he actually goes outside. We can make this like a viral hit.
He goes outside. He plays it off.
Go outside.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it from that room.
He goes outside to buy wipes. He goes out just towards wipes. It's the only time he leaves the house. To hoard wipes.
By the way, if we're going back to the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A thing, there's a Chick-fil-A in Comac. I will say the line is so bad. They have those lights that the people bringing in the planes do at the airport just to direct the traffic. There used to be a Red Robin in the same like plot of land. It closed. They're knocking it down just to have more parking and cars for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they reroute all the traffic through the old Red Robin.
Yeah. And Popeyes, the only one near me, because I go to Hofstra, so there's one literally, like, you can either go right and get on the Meadowbrook or go left. Going left is like going through Mogadishu there. I've never gone to that Popeyes, and that's in broad daylight. If you go there at night, you might as well just wish you're
where
dead.
that Nubian health spa is?
Yep.
How's next to the old barn, right?
It's like right down the road.
Yeah, oh, it's a disaster area.
So is it close to that McDonald's on that corner?
The McDonald's is on the same street. This is, instead of going right, you're going the opposite direction. It's on the same road. It's just the other way. It's a dump.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say if you're not a certain
if by that McDonald's, if you go to the opposite way to the Meadowbrook, you'll see it, right?
Yep.
And that's a fucking war zone there, right?
All I'm gonna say is if you're not of a certain race.
Shame. They just opened. Let me tell you something. They opened a fucking Popeyes in the same whatever next to there's a fucking like a thrift shop, you know, fucking thrift shop, those thrift shops.
I'm aware of a thrift shop.
It's in the same parking lot.
Where exactly did we lose this show, Eddie?
I have no idea.
What else is there to talk about?
Really?
You know where it is? You know where it is, Eddie, right? The Island Thrift on Center Reach?
Yeah.
They built the Popeyes.
We do have one,
I know.
we do have one more person waiting to come on air who may actually want to talk about hockey. So,
all right, well, bring them on. Can we go 5?
Is this who I think this is?
We can't go 5.
Who wants to talk about hockey?
Yeah. Matt, we're gonna let you go since you've been on the longest. I appreciate.
Don't worry about it. Gus, happy Festivus. Ed, Jim.
Yep.
Happy Kwanzaa or whatever else.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.
No problem, boys.
Good night.
See it.
All right.
Ow.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, Steve-O.
Good evening, guys. How are you doing?
Look, he's got ads on his jersey.
Yeah.
I have ads on my jersey. Yeah, exactly. It's that's how we do things here. We also only pay $5 for beers and $17. Yeah, 17 euros. So about $19 for glass seats. So
that's not bad. Maybe I'm into this, getting the ads
in the KHL. So
the KHL. The beer will never go back. The beer will never go down. I don't care how many ads they put on there.
If you go to the Czech Republic, you can get beers delivered to your seat for 60 cents. I'm not joking.
Wow.
And it's girls in short skirts that deliver the beer for you.
I got a move.
I got everyone now. Okay, let's talk hockey.
Yes. All right. So, Steve, fill us in. I saw you were typing in something about Kucherov is not going to be playing and other stuff.
Yeah, Kucherov is on LTIR, so the Tampa Bay Lightning get off easy again when it comes to the salary cap. What else is new?
Any European guys you're seeing that could crack the Rangers lineup this year?
Kravtsov and Lundqvist, definitely. When their season ends.
When does the KHL season end?
Regular season ends at the end of February.
Oh, that's good.
But Traktor is, I think, first or second in their conference, so they're making the playoffs most likely. So it might be closer to the end of March. The Kravtsov season ends, which is perfect. He can come over after the deadline. How's
he been playing over there?
He started off great. Had was almost a point per game the first couple of weeks. Then had an injury, missed a couple of games. Struggled to get back into it, but yesterday he scored his 10th goal of the season, a day before his birthday. He turned 21 today. And yeah, he's playing on a team that's actually good enough to make the playoffs this year, unlike last year. So
That's good. And you were saying what, Niels Lundqvist?
Niels Lundqvist is our best defensive prospect, easily. I know everyone is crazy about Keandre Miller, but Niels Lundqvist has been the best defenseman in the SHL. Not even the best under 20 or under 21. He was the best defenseman in the SHL last season. And this season, the production wasn't there early on, but he has 10 points in his last 11 games. Defensively, he's sound. So it sucks that we already have 3 people on the right side of defense, but our left side of defense is a fucking desert. There's aside from Lindgren, who I think is a bottom pair defenseman, we have Brendan Smith and Jack Johnson.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Move D'Angelo to the left and play Lundqvist on the third pairing to let him get used to NHL hockey. That would be my decision. But
well, no, I mean I think it's logical, and it's probably what's going to happen. I mean, I don't see Jack Johnson and Smith in the Rangers' long range plan.
No, Jack Johnson signed for 1 year. He's just a stopgap. They signed him in case their prospects don't work out. Brendan Smith is a free agent after the season as well. So there's no scenario you could have 5 million scenarios. There's not one where both those players are on the Rangers roster next season.
So my next question to you, while I have you here, is that talking next year, where do you see the Rangers defensively as far as that third pairing? Do you see Niels Lundqvist being on the team next year?
So the problem with Lundqvist is that he is also part of the national team. So even if his club team is eliminated from the playoffs, he still has to be released by the national team. The national team plays in the World Championships in June. So worst case scenario for the Rangers, they would only release him in June. Would the Rangers then sign him, burn a year of his entry-level contract, and have him be a restricted free agent in 2023? Or do they wait for the following season and have him be a free agent in 2024? I think it depends on how the season goes for the Rangers, but with the division we're in, only the top 4 teams make the playoffs. Look, I like the Rangers as much as any other Ranger fan, but Panarin had a career year, Zibanejad, D'Angelo. For the Rangers to make the playoffs, not only do they have to improve with their 3 best players already having career years last season, they would also need other teams to decline. And with the Bruins, the Capitals, the Penguins, the Flyers, and a little bit the Islanders, it's going to be really hard to crack that top 4 in the division. So I don't see the Rangers signing Lundqvist to play in the regular season. So I think we'll see him for the 2021-22 season.
Yeah, I opened the show with that. With the Rangers, it seems like the consensus is Panarin had probably the best season he's going to have, and Zibanejad had his best season. That seems to be the NHL consensus.
Yeah.
You see anybody stepping it up? I mean, do you see anybody maybe really making some strides this year?
It's possible, but you also have D'Angelo, who had a career year. He was top 5 among defensemen in points. We're losing Brady Shea for a whole season, and for all the crap we talk about Brady Shea, his production will still be missed and will probably not be replaced by Brendan Smith or Jack Johnson. Best case scenario, let's just say, for argument's sake, that Panarin, Zibanejad, and D'Angelo can replicate their career years. You are still the same team. You are still a bubble team that only made the playoffs because there were 24 teams in it. Even if everyone performs the same way as last season, you are still outside of the top 16 in the league.
I'll counter with that. Now you've got Shesterkin for the whole year. You're not messing around with Lundqvist. There isn't you're not rotating 3 goalies. You got Shesterkin playing the majority of the games. You got Georgiev being the backup.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Was goaltending the problem last season, or was defending the problem last season?
Let's see.
Defending.
Well, when Henrik Lundqvist was in net, it was the goaltending.
Yeah, all right.
So, but yes, the defense certainly was it the penalty kill was not good last year, right?
Yeah, and the defense needs to improve, and we're replacing Brady Shea and Mark Stahl with Jack Johnson and Brandon Smith. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get to the next level. But at the same time, and I said this in the chat earlier, I think as Ranger fans, we need to be a little bit more patient. If you look at the Penguins, the Kings, and the Blackhawks, it took them 3 to 4 years to go from picking top 3 to winning a cup. The Penguins picked Crosby first overall in 2005. They won a cup in 2009. That's 4 years. The Blackhawks, Kane in 2007, won the cup in 2010. That's 3 years. And the Kings drafted Doughty second overall in 2008. They won the cup in 2012. We just drafted top 3 twice in a row, just like the Penguins and the Blackhawks, and also the Tampa Bay Lightning, who took a little bit longer. But it's going to take a few more years, and that's fine. We are in a position where we can be patient. Our core is young. I don't expect the Rangers to be competitors or contenders until 2022, 2023, the earliest. Anything earlier than that is a bonus, and we should just enjoy it as fans. We should just get excited about Kakko setting new career highs, Lafreniere being the number 1 candidate for the Calder Cup, the Calder Trophy, and having a young Russian goalie in net who, in a few years might be able to win a Vezina. It's exciting for Ranger fans to finally have maybe some individual trophies before we win a cup, like in the early 90s.
Right. I don't think there are too many Ranger fans out there thinking, wow, we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to go far. I mean, I think if you paid attention, like you said, last year, they probably wouldn't have made the playoffs. And you saw what happened in the playoffs when they didn't make it. They were an embarrassment.
Yeah.
But I think Ranger fans should be excited, but I think they should temper expectations. That's what I think, So I think we're in agreement with there. And
anything that happens in the next 2 years is a bonus, but we should be looking forward to 2023 to 2030. That should be our cup window, in my opinion.
Okay. And do you expect?
I don't disagree with any of that.
Yeah, I think do you see anybody breaking out this year that's returning from last year? Anybody that you would say is going to progress?
Kakko is going to progress easily. He was already a much better player in the qualifying round than he was in the regular season. I think Buchnevich, if he can stay healthy, he can probably have a better season because he's been progressing every year. We always talk about that Buchnevich is not a top-line player. We should trade him, but we drafted him in the 3rd round. If you can get a 40 to 45-point player out of a 3rd-round pick, that is a lottery ticket you strike gold on. That's amazing. Adam Fox for a sophomore year. I hope he doesn't hit a wall like a lot of other players do in their 2nd year, but let's wait and see. But I think the biggest improvement we'll see is probably Jacob Trouba, who now gets to play a whole season without being dragged down by Brady Shea.
I agree with you. I mean, Steve, I really think Trouba was not that good last year, but I think he's got it in him.
Yeah.
He came with the excuse that he wasn't so. It took him a while to get adjusted to New York.
Yeah,
and I think he's a good player. I like his snarl. I like his physicality, and like you said, Brady Shea was weighing him down for a while. And I think the Rangers are going to miss Jesper Fast. As much as I have not been a proponent of this guy, every coach seemed to like his work ethic. And I don't know if the Rangers have that work ethic with any of the players they really have that are currently on the roster.
See, the value in Jesper Fast is that he's a 4th-line player that you can plug into the 3rd, 2nd, or 1st line if you have an injury for a week or two. The problem with the Rangers is that they had to play him in the top 6 for the whole season, and you can really see his shortcomings when he plays more than 5 or 10 games in a row in the top 6. He's really not that player. He should be playing on the 3rd line or 4th line if you have the depth. But the Rangers on the right side last season, they had Buchnevich and Kakko, who was adjusting to not just hockey in North America, but also life in North America. He really didn't have a good season. I'm a big Capo Caco fan, but I'll be the first one to admit that he had a really disappointing season. But Jesper Fast was put in a position where he did the best he could, and yeah, if you can get 25 to 30 points out of Jesper Fast playing 15, 16 minutes a night, that's all you can ask for. It's the other players that you have to expect to step up. Maybe Kravtsov in at the end of the season or next season, maybe he can have like a solid middle six season as a right winger. But yeah, I think everyone should just be excited about Lafreniere. The Rangers have never drafted a player this good on draft day. And we all love Brian Leach, but Brian Leach on draft day was not as big a talent as Lafreniere or even Kako.
No. Brian Leach was a guy who was touted in the USA hockey system, but not internationally, not with the focus that Lafreniere had. He's big billing and
speaking of Lafreniere, Kirby Dach, who was the 3rd overall pick last year by the Chicago Blackhawks, is at the World Juniors with Team Canada, and he just broke his arm in an exhibition game against Russia. So can we all be happy that Lafreniere is not playing in the World Juniors?
Thank God.
That's an NHL-ready player at age 19 that just broke his arm and will probably sit out the entire season for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yep.
Really.
So
yeah, that's I think I think we're all in agreement here. I don't think anybody is really.
Man, I wish conversations with my ex-wife were this easy.
All right, Steve. Before we let you go,
one quick thing.
Sure.
Steve, there's this Finnish prospect who's like they say is the real deal. It's going to be in the draft next season. Who is this guy? This really big Finnish prospect. He has a really funny name. What?
He doesn't have a name yet.
You mean Arttu Raty?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Yes.
Yeah, he was projected to go first overall, but he's been dropping a little bit in the rankings. But
yeah,
you see this with players who are playing professionally in their draft year. They don't put up the same numbers as kids who are playing junior hockey.
Right.
But I think it'll be a solid top 10 pick. The more exciting player out of Finland will be the following draft in 2022, whose name, and this sounds funny for a Finnish kid, Brad Lambert.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this guy. Yeah.
His dad's Canadian, and he was born and raised in Finland because I think his dad played hockey in Finland. Same way as Alexander Barkov, whose dad is Russian, played in Finland when he was born there. So he's technically Finnish.
Wow. That's interesting. I saw that guy's name. I don't know where I read about him.
Yeah, his brother was drafted by the Arizona Coyotes last year.
Ah,
and his brother's first name is Aku, so it's a bit confusing.
Aku and Brad.
No. Arttu Raty and Aku Raty. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We're going back.
I was talking about the first one. No, but Brad Lambert is going to be probably a top 3 pick, but it's still early. You never know. But yeah, European prospects, I'm always a big fan because, I get to see them playing up close. But sometimes they drop a little bit because their production doesn't really hold up at the pro level when they're 17 or 18. Not really something you can blame them for, I guess.
All right. Well, I think we'll just, I'm just excited that hockey's back. I mean, that's what it is, and
definitely. And yeah, one player that I'm really excited for is Tarmo Reijonen, a defenseman from Finland that the Rangers drafted 4 years ago. I think he has a decent chance at making the team in training camp in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, all right.
And the reason I say that is because I spoke to him a few times because I've been doing some prospect interviews over the last 6 months. And he told me that the Rangers instructed him to only sign a short-term loan deal, which means to me that the Rangers envision him as, having a shot at a roster spot. Otherwise, they would loan him out for the whole season.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So that's Tarmo Juninen?
Tarmo Reijonen.
Reunion.
Like reunion, but slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Steve, thanks for checking in, man.
Yeah, definitely. And before we let you go, can you get any Clorox wipes for Costa?
works.
See,
Look, all we can see is already more than I have in my house. I don't know what's underneath his desk next to the paper towels. I don't know what's in his kitchen.
The dead hooker's under his desk. All right, Steve, take care. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
That boy Steven, if you want to see him get him on Twitter.
Yeah, I've had quite an interesting day on Twitter. I basically threw the Madison Square Garden organization under the bus for the shitty quality of the jerseys that they're selling.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'll have to go take a look.
So the Rangers might not be my biggest fan today, but I felt that it needed to be called out because the $280 jerseys are just not up to par when you compare it to Cool Hockey or Hockey Authentic. So
no, listen, let them know. They won't change a thing though, but they're greedy bastards.
Yeah, whatever. See, last thing I'll say before I go, the problem with the New York Rangers is that they don't have to deliver quality because they are based in Manhattan, and they will always have people spending money on their merchandise, and 95% of fans don't give a fuck about the quality of their products. They will just pay for it because there's a Rangers jersey on it.
They'll say when they got home, look, I got a jersey.
If you have so many people spending money on your merchandise, you don't have to worry about quality. You don't have to worry about selling your product. This is why organizations like the Nashville Predators, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Arizona Coyotes have a much better PR department. They interact with their fans. The Rangers don't have to. The Rangers can sit back. Manhattan can be in ruins, and they will still have people come by Madison Square Garden to spend $300 on a fucking jersey.
Absolutely.
And the jersey can be green or yellow. Fans don't care. If the logo's on it, they'll pay $300 for it. It's ridiculous.
Yep. It's all about first on social media with your jerseys. All right, Steve, take care.
Steve.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Steve. See you soon.
Bye.
All right, Costa, anything else from you, sir?
Next season, our defense is going to be a lot better. Condre Miller's going to be on the team. It's his spot to lose. You got Mr. Robinson coming. You might see Mr. Robinson next season. I mean, Zach Jones is lighting it up in. I don't know if he's in juniors or he's in college, but that's a guy who's really lighting it up in the lower levels. So I mean, this defense is going to be good in a few years. It's going to be very good in a few years.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think I think now I'm going to be in the mindset where I'm just going to watch. I'm not I don't think the Rangers are going to make the playoffs. Playoffs. But I'm going to be watching for progress from individual players and evaluating that way. All right, folks.
All right.
That's it.
It's time for the Mambo. Costa, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year to you, my friend.
I hope we'll see you maybe. I'm sure we'll do a couple of shows before the season starts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Jim, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my friends.
And a Happy New Year, Merry New Year, and all that good stuff.
Merry New Year!
Merry New Year!
To all you Blue Shirt Underground people, I love you.
No homo, of course.
No homo, of course. He had to say it. The kiss and hug. And all you people, you dear people, stay safe and have some fun.
Absolutely. Hope you get lots of presents. We love you. We'll try and see you next week before the new year. Merry Christmas and all of that. Eddie, always a pleasure. We love you. Good on, everybody.